All right, so I'm flipping through Facebook the other day, as you do, because come on, who doesn't just flip through Facebook? And I happen to be in a few groups that are primarily positioned around Sims 4 building, and I see this house, and like I have to build it. It's one of those things that just sparks inspiration. It's like you just have to build it. So that's what I did. But before we get too far in this, if you have not, make sure you like this video and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So I come across this post on Facebook from Uncle Awesome, and it says, "House for sale comes with a fully functioning prison." And the comments here just light up and go crazy. Some people love it, some people hate it. I mean, to be honest, I see how it can be interpreted to personal taste, so to speak. So yeah, very, very odd situation. And when you look through the pictures, so the first little bit, the pictures, they look relatively normal. I mean, you have a nicer dining room, maybe a nice living sitting room area, a nice little entryway with a staircase, a nice kitchen, nothing overly out of the ordinary. Everything looks nice and you wouldn't expect anything, and then you start going a little further into the pictures and you're met with prison cells. It's a prison with bunks and steel and cold, and it's toilets just beside the bed because that's how it is in prison. And it's just, wow, it was a little much. So I did a little bit of digging and I ended up coming across this information about this house. Former sheriff's house complete with 9 jail cells becomes a viral sensation. When it was built in 1875, this home belonged to the local sheriff and included a jail with 9 cells out back. Now, after the renovation, the property is on the market for $350,000. I really can't believe that. Like, with 9 jail cells in it, like $350,000, that would buy you a nice house in my area, but I would think something like this would, I don't know, be worth maybe a little bit more. The modest Midwest Missouri home has rocketed around the web and become a bona fide viral sensation. Well, yeah, I can see why. The 2-bedroom home is a lovely 3-story historic residence with hardwood floors and updated major systems on a 2,465 square feet. The living area is elegant and refined, I give it that, and features high ceilings, crown molding, a new kitchen, and updated bathrooms. You'd never guess that attached to the home is a 2,500 square foot slammer with multiple cells and a booking room. It's a surprise amenity that caught everybody off guard. I don't blame them. If I was going house shopping and I saw a prison in the house, yeah, I'd be caught a little bit off guard too. But like, this page shows even more pictures than the ones I was able to get off Facebook. Like, look at this beautiful entryway. You've got that beautiful door right there. I mean, it's adorable. You would get another shot of the sitting area. Look at this bathroom. Walk-in shower, okay? Walk-in glass shower. Like, holy cow, this house is so nice. I cannot believe it's only $350,000. And then, of course, we get the prison pictures because, I mean, once you get over the jailhouse shock, it's easy to see that the possibilities for this Midwestern home are endless. Everyone seems to have an opinion on what the new owner should do with the place. The current owner has been renting out the home for events and short-term stays. I would rent it. Like, seriously, make this an Airbnb, like a spooky Airbnb theme. That would be awesome. I would totally go there. He thinks the jail cells would make a great escape room. Oh, they would. Or perhaps even a bar or restaurant. Oh, this reminds me of a story. All right, so I live in Huntsville, Alabama, but just a little bit north of here is this kind of sub-town. It's called Fayetteville. It's in Tennessee, so it's not even really a suburb of Huntsville, but it's kind of this older type looking town. It has this older movie theater and this kind of old traditional courthouse and stuff like that. But anyway, there is a restaurant up there that it has a little bit of a unique history. It's called Cahoots, and Cahoots is Fayetteville's most unique and historic dining experience. In the 1860s, the limestone rock that was used to create jail cells. The city then built an attached wooden building as a fire station. Almost 40 years later, a fire destroyed the wooden fire station. In 1954, the cinder block fire truck garage was built behind the cell. The metal cells located in the back room were once used as portable cells to transport and house prisoners while they worked on the Fayetteville roads. The city used the building as a city jail and fire station until 1970. Then they sold the property in 1980, and 7 years later, Cahoot's restaurant opened in one of the most memorable buildings in town. So not that far from me, like, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes down the road from Huntsville to Fayetteville, there is a restaurant that was made out of a jail cell. I've been there once or twice. I haven't gone there very often because, like, it is a little bit out of the way for me, driving wise, but it's kind of a fun thing. You wouldn't necessarily feel like when you go in there that it would be, a bar, or I'm sorry, not a bar, but like a restaurant or anything like that. So it's kind of a fun experience to go there. So I could definitely see a house like this being renovated as a bar. I think that article went on to say that the mayor thought it would be a great place to have like a haunted house, like around Halloween and stuff. And I don't know. I'm just really, really liking this idea. There are so many possibilities that you could do with an idea of a house like this. I mean, there really, really, truly are. I kind of started working on my rendition of it. Now, in the images that we saw of the actual house, you could kind of tell the inside took on, I don't want to say a modern type of decor, but maybe, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like classical, maybe? Like nothing modern as in like you would think, ooh, that's modern, sleek design or anything, but not 1800s style either. It's definitely been updated, and I kind of went in maybe a little bit of a different direction with my rendition of the house of it. I wanted to give it, kind of that, I wanted it to be a nice home, but I kind of wanted it to be a little bit of an older nice home where it still has that charm, but it's definitely a little bit different than your normal house, and I used a lot of really, really cool stuff in order to make that happen. So let's go ahead and take a look at the house. All right, so here we go. I haven't loaded up in fall time because, I mean, come on, fall time is just the best. So you can see we have the little sign out here, so you can very clearly see when you come up, this is going to be a sheriff's home when they come in and walk up. Now, when you come in the front door, you're met with the little sheriff's desk and kind of like a little office area. And then coming up the stairs here, you're led to a single type cell with security cameras everywhere. Of course, you have your one little bed and your one little toilet, and I was kind enough to give them a bookshelf, but you have a mirror right here on your bed, and we'll get back to that in a minute. So not much to see at first, but there's this bookshelf back here that actually works as a secret door. So that secret door leads you into the rest of the house. Now, of course, there's a desk right here, right off the secret door, because obviously, he may have some work he needs to do at this desk, the sheriff. I put a little painting easel in here for some skill building, a little mixology drink station, because, I mean, come on, the sheriff needs to have a drink. A very nice laundry room. For some reason, I just kind of felt like an older house like this would maybe have kind of a laundry room. And then, of course, we come to an outside closed off balcony. In the downstairs, we have a full bathroom, and I did keep the walk-in shower because I really thought that was a really, really nice touch, having that walk-in shower. We have a dining room here. Again, just kind of a, I don't want to say old traditional style type vibe to this house, but kind of a older style vibe to it. Coming upstairs, we got a little area you can play games and kind of a makeshift living room. You've got a little area to do your cross stitching and stuff, and an area to watch TV. Now, this is a 2-bedroom house. One of the bedrooms I made a teenager's room, and of course the teenager's room would have to take a completely different style than the older traditional type houses. I was envisioning a twin boy and a twin girl living here. Now, obviously, it could be any Sims you want, but over here is kind of the more girly side. We got girly clothes and some makeup over here with some posters. Over here is maybe kind of the boyish side. They both have diaries on the table, and I kind of thought maybe one of them wanted to become kind of like a detective, maybe like their dad, maybe like a sheriff, So they have a little listening device station, and then, of course, one of the new meditation pillows, just because I like the new meditation pillows. You come down here, this is mom and dad's room. Everything, seems typical bedroom, except you come over here, it's a one-way mirror. So on this side, he can't see in, but over here, the sheriff could see in and keep an eye on what the prisoner is doing from the comfort of his own bedroom. I don't know. I kind of had a little bit of fun with this. I thought the idea of putting a prison in your house in The Sims was too good to pass up. I definitely have some other ideas for it, like especially coming around Halloween time. You know, Halloween's coming up. Could make a really cool spooky house like that. So, but let me know what you think down below. Would you ever actually buy a house in real life, not The Sims? Buy a real house that came with a prison attached to it. Let me know down below. And like I said before, if you have not, make sure you go ahead and like that video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Bye.